Hey all, welcome to part 2 of First. First video went way too long, so I decided to break it up into 2 videos. This is actually riding the road for the first time that I've been looking for this whole video. So much happened, I just decided I was going to put in 2 different videos here. I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, well I'm not on the new dirt road yet. I actually veered off of the route that I wanted to take to get to the new dirt road. I veered off just a little bit because I wanted to follow. There's a little bit of the road right here that's part of the Smoky Mountain 1000, which, as you well know by now, I'm about to do. And I kind of wanted to check it out, that part of the Smoky Mountain 1000, partly to see if when I do it, because I'm going to have somebody with me who's never done it, never been in the area. I was trying to see if I wanted to do a little bit of a bypass and not go on that part of the Smoky Mountain 1000. The bypass would involve more dirt roads, but the part that's on the Smoky Mountain 1000 has some really cool views right along the river, some waterfalls. So I think, now that I've scouted it out, that staying on the actual Smoky Mountain 1000 right there instead of deviating off of it would be good. Anyway, long story, I am now heading back toward the main route that I wanted to take to get over to the new road. So there's another first for you folks. First time I've actually done any sort of scouting, looking around for something that's going to happen in the future. Holy crap, I'm planning ahead? What's up with that? Alright folks, well, I am still not on the new road yet, but I wanted to kind of share this with you. This part of the road, this Forest Service road, had some of the fine kind of pea gravel dumped on it not that long ago, like right here. See how thick and deep that is? Going up that road there. If I'm not careful, I run into a big pile of it as I'm cruising along, and I'll sink, get a little wobbly on the bike. So I'm taking it easy through here, because even though there's tracks here where I can run pretty good speed, like right now, there are spots where it gets piled up, and if I hit it the wrong angle, I hit it too hard, hit it with my unskilled riding, could be ugly. Alright guys, we interrupt this video because we're taking a short hike. Little fire tower right here at the top of the road. The new road is just below this. I'll get to it after we come up here and take a few pictures. But they've done some clearing. 360-degree view. Alright folks, well, I just took my little comfort break, had me some Gatorade, hung out up at the fire tower for a little bit, took some pictures, a little bit of haze. But now we are finally at the spot that maybe you haven't been waiting for, but I have. This is the road that I've never been on, and we're going to try it. First thing I notice is the initial part is a steep drop. Alright, well, we're going to follow this road, see where it comes out, see what we can see along the way, see what it's all about. I can see some gravel piled up, some loose gravel. Again, there's some tracks here where people have been driving through. Oh yeah, and a hell of a view. Very similar to what was up on the fire tower, which is right up there to our left. Okay, we got rocks. So let's go explore this stuff together. Before we go too much further, I gotta check, make sure everything is closed up. Sounds like my top case might be open. Reach back there. Nope. Just stuff inside the top case bouncing around. Alright, let's go. Let's see if this road's any tougher than a regular dirt road. And while I've got y'all here, I want to talk a tiny bit about the DJI, which by the time you see this, I will have already participated in. I'm really looking forward to that. If you haven't checked out the DJI video, please do. It's a great cause, and some great people. I got to be part of some of the organizing and stuff, so it's pretty cool. And I have a bug in my helmet. Ah, I think I got it. Alright, now, again, I don't want the video to go on forever, but maybe this will be part 2. That would be mean. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. I don't want this to go on too far, but it was months ago. Gosh, it might have even been early last year that I took off on a road I'd never been on before by myself. Look at the rut here. Find a place to cross over. This looks good. Little slippy slidey. Alright, again, back to the subject at hand. I went off on a road that I'd never been on before, near a different fire tower, actually. That's kind of funny. And I got partway out on that road, and it just kept deteriorating. The road surface was terrible, running into a lot of mud and a lot of rocky little climbs. And eventually I ended up turning around, but not before I got myself all frustrated. I'll put a link to the series right up here. I called it The Road because holy cow, it was brutal. This road's torn up, but the road itself doesn't seem too bad. Boy, that water came down through here, didn't it? So anyway, I'm hoping that this doesn't end up the same way, that I end up on this road and get tired, get concerned, get worried about getting caught and stuck. Well, actually, I think I probably do have cell phone service because there was a cell phone tower up there near the fire tower. And of course, I'm going to take it easy. But yes, let's go on this adventure and see how it turns out. This time I got some mapping with me. Look at that. Whoa. This is one curvy road, apparently. So, well, we're just going to ride all this rocky terrain. Ronnie from the Beer City Blazers is the one who, actually, I'm sorry, no, it was George from the Beer City Blazers who was showing me this road on his phone, saying, you know, we got to go try it. And I talked to Ronnie and Ed, and we all discussed, you know, we're going to go out here, we're going to try it. And, you know, it probably would have been smarter to do it, you know, more than one person. But hey, we're going to try it and see what kind of adventure we have. Pretty secluded, that's for sure. My thoughts initially were that this road was going to be much like the other Forest Service roads that I've been riding on. And it, you know, it's not horrible. It's definitely rougher and rockier. But it doesn't look like it's trail riding by any means. So, yeah, we shall see. I'm really looking forward to the end of it. Well, I'm looking forward to riding it and experiencing it, but I'm really looking forward to the end of it so I know exactly where it is that this thing pops out. Like I said, I looked it up on like the Gaia mapping and all that. Boom. And looks like it comes out onto a main road that I know. So hopefully Gaia didn't do me wrong and this turns into like a hiking trail or something. So just out here exploring. You guys are coming along with me. If you watched the first video, I'll put a link up here somewhere, you'll see that I did have some firsts that happened to me out on some of the roads that I'm familiar with. First time I actually ran into a tree across the road where people were there working, trying to get it out of the way, and I was actually able to help a little bit. I also, first time I'd ever seen a bear out on those roads, and it was a mama with a single cub. You know, in the video, I'll show a little clip right here. On the video, you can see mama nudging baby up the hill to get away from me, even though I was quite a long way away, but mama bears are protective. And because of all that, then going up to the fire tower, taking some pictures. I'll put some pictures here too. Because of all that, the video has dragged on, and I decided to make it a two-part video. Very curious. Like I said, the XT is saying 1.1 mile. I turn right and it just says area. So I hope that doesn't mean that's the end of the road and I have to go back. Although going back is a whole different ride, and that could be fun too. I put a new skid plate on the bottom of the old VStrom. First time I've ever actually had a skid plate on this thing. And again, because I'm planning on doing that off-road ride at the end of the month, figured it was about time. I should have done it before I did the MABDR, but I didn't. Luckily, everything worked out well. But I can already hear so many things bashing it. No, I'm not bashing the ground or anything, but I'm kicking up a lot of rocks and twigs and stuff that are hitting that skid plate. Amazing the the amount of security it gives me knowing that there's a skid plate there instead of my oil filter just dangling out there for any rock or branch to destroy. That would put an end to the ride pretty quick. You know, when I first got knobby tires on this, my confidence off pavement went up real high. Maybe too high. I got myself out there on the road and all discombobulated and freaked out. You know, I had promised myself I was going to go back out there and do that, and I think it's been close to a year and I still haven't. What's that say? Say it beat me and I'm not ready to go for round 2 just yet. I will. I gotta get Roger or somebody to go with me though. But anyway, thanks for coming along. You know, the old VStrom, it's not a trail bike. It's not meant for single track, real rough stuff. And of course the rider makes all the difference in the world. A good rider could probably take the VStrom in single track riding and do some amazing technical riding. I'll never be that good. I don't aspire to be that good. I fall, I break. Take a long time to get unbroken. So yeah, I'm not out here looking for trail riding, but this bike, gosh, it just does whatever I want it to do. Out here in the woods, on these dirt roads, even when it gets rough and somewhat technical, you know, the bike does a lot better than the rider. And so I have all the confidence in the world that the bike is going to do what needs to be done. Getting here, you know, I did some paved riding to get to the dirt roads. I didn't record any of that, but you know, this thing can zip through the twisties. I think you've seen me on 209 on this bike previously. God, it's just a lot of fun. You know, I can bop it around. You know, I wouldn't call it like, you know, riding like a sport bike or anything, but I can definitely dig through the corners on this thing pretty easily, even with the knobby tires. But yet, I get out here and I can do all this, and knock on wood, no matter how much I beat this thing up, dropping it 100 times, it just keeps on going. And it's just awesome. I have no complaints. Now, it's a 2012. I don't have any creature comforts, i.e. I can't shut off my ABS. I don't have traction control. I don't have technology on this bike to help me, you know, rider assist technology. Look at this. Hello, horses. Huh. Well, we are off dirt road, at least for the moment. But yeah, this bike shines in this situation where I just did all that dirt road riding, and now I'm going to get on the pavement, and I don't have to worry about high speed roads. This bike, you know, 70 miles an hour plus all day long. So I am enjoying it. Well guys, that did not take long at all. I think I was on pavement for about 4 minutes. Back on this road they're calling Old Long Creek Road. This has a fine layer of loose pea gravel on top. This is more like the fun kind of loose pea gravel, because it's just loose enough that you can kind of get squirrely, but not so bad that it's going to pitch you off the bike. Matter of fact, as you can see, I'm not even standing up. Anyway, folks, thanks for hanging out in the two-part series here. I've had a blast. I'm sure it was fairly boring for you, but hello. She knew that dog was going to come after me. Anyway, I'm sure it was fairly boring for you, but I've had a blast. I've been out here exploring, got to see some first tree down on the road that I actually was able to help pick up, first bear out there in those woods, first time on that road. Yeah, it's been great. I guess I'm going this way. Anyway, I was distracted for a moment. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed those couple of videos. Just out exploring, finding some new adventures, new roads, firsts for me. I hope everyone can stay well, stay safe. Most of all, stay happy, y'all. Motoramblings out. See ya!